Prepare for battle.
Appear to be confident going into this game number 2.
A sour note.
Unfortunate.
I saw that ending from miles away. I saw that ending from miles away.
Will indeed be a support Sand King as KYXY gonna be on that Legion Commander. Hustler will take over on that pos for Sand King. Curious to see how much farm Gabby can secure on this top lane. KYXY making a bit of a rotation early on. Making his way down to the bot lane now. They've left Drew up at the top, so they want this Troll Warlord to be up against that Drow, which is pretty fair enough. Does seem like KYXY would just get harassed constantly in that off lane had he been left.
The battle begins.
Still not going to be much easier up against KP though. They will get the bounty runes. I believe TNC may have just secured 3 bounty runes as, yeah, you'll see March just walk over, get the 3rd one for themselves, so a nice little start for TNC. Nuts will end up losing half his HP, but he'll just regen that up with the Tango. Of course, unsurprisingly, you'll see Armel up against Alacrity once again on the Ember versus the TA. It's hard to know who this does really favor. I mean, Alacrity should have the advantage in a few levels, but so far Armel is certainly giving it to him.
Wait some more.
Nice little Burrow Strike out onto Gabby. They really want to pursue some damage. In fact, they may have just found first blood. Gabby going down straight away. Just one Burrow Strike is all it took, and Drew just slowed him down with the axes. Very early start coming out for this Radiant side once again. Gabby's certainly going to have to be a little bit more careful about his positioning as the laning stage goes on. You just wouldn't expect that at level 1 though. Speaking of being careful, Alacrity finds himself very, very low on the Ember. Armel trying to give it to him. Nice Sideblade usage. KYXY bot lane not really struggling up against KP quite yet. 10 last hits, 2 denies on the Legion. KP slightly behind with 7-0. It should slowly start to favor KP as the levels go on. KYXY, he has really been playing on point in these last few games that we've watched him in. Just so consistent on any hero he picks up. Looking back to that mid lane, Alacrity may end up going down, and does. Armel with the Meld Strike. Alacrity wasn't expecting that one to come out this early on, but
Radiant's middle tower
Armel
is under attack.
just punishing this Ember Spirit. This isn't exactly how you'd expect the lane to go, but now Alacrity finds himself 1 level behind Armel. When in fact, he's trying to man-fight Armel, but he'll just keep moving forward. Suddenly, Alacrity is very, very low once again. Does bring a salve at the least, so he will be able to sustain in the lane, but the longer this goes on, the higher Armel's going to get in levels, and the worse this trade's going to get. Gabby. Drew has been farming pretty well at the top lane. 20 last hits, 3 denies on the troll.
Radiant's
Just
bottom
hasn't
tower
seemed to
is under
struggle
attack.
whatsoever. Not to mention, of course, he did get the first blood for his team. Farming up the top lane, Gabby just doesn't seem to be able to slow him down whatsoever. Meanwhile, KP gonna go for a bit of a creep skip. KYXY gonna try and make it a bit more difficult than he would like. But, well, mid lane, Alacrity again getting very, very low.
Dire's structures are
Those
fortified.
side blades off onto Alacrity. Won't be so lucky quite yet. Oh, there's one. Alacrity almost goes down, but March is there anyway. Nice rotation. Alacrity, that's going to be his second death of the game. He's really trying to push this Ember to the limits, but Armel is punishing him for it. He just continues to do this. He's now 2 levels behind Armel as well. It's a level 6 versus level 4, and he gets glimpsed back. So March just wastes his TP. Alacrity gonna have to run his way back up towards the mid lane. This is just as bad as you can get for an Ember start. And it's not so much that he's playing bad, but more so that Armel is abusing him with this TA. And March, of course, with the great rotations, just forcing him back and making his life a living hell. So now they
Bottom tower is under attack.
direct their attention towards KYXY. I don't think this will be any kind of kill attempt here, as KYXY is a bit too hard to kill in the lead. Armel about to hit that level 7 mark now. Alacrity just continuously having to salve himself up. He does have nuts in the back now, just in case they need it. They will jump in now. There's the Flame Guard, Magic Missile to follow, but the Mel dodge.
Radiant's
Armel
middle
just
tower
dodging the
is
stun.
under attack.
Nuts is just going to walk down the river. He's had enough of this. March now just going to give him a bit of the Thunder Strike. KP may find KYXY, though he doesn't have the Ensnare available. So KYXY gonna walk over towards his shrine.
Dire's
Nuts
top
is waiting there
tower is under
anyway.
attack.
So slight net worth lead for TNC, but an absolute clip is happening in the mid lane. So you can imagine that Armel is probably going to have one of those very, very good Armel games. In fact, he's taking a lot of ancient stacks by
Radiant's
himself.
bottom tower is under attack.
That level advantage that he had is going to get a lot bigger. So, Nuts going to say hello. Armel now throws down a trap. Nuts will be able to walk out of there. Armel will just get straight back to it as March now going to rotate in after Nuts. Thunderstrike will be there. They can, of course, glimpse him back as well, but March was actually out of range. Now Hustler going to rotate in. Glimpse back on the Sand King, but he already got the stun off, and now there's the follow-up Magic Missile. It looks like March's life has been forfeit. Will end up going down, so a nice rotation from the supports of RR. That'll even up the score 2-2.
Has been killed.
Courier's going down left, right, and center while this is happening. Looks like Tim's finds another one, and that was actually Alacrity's Courier.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Deceptive rule of
Dire's
invisibility.
Gabby now losing his own Courier as Hustler will end up finding it on the Sand King. Looking at that net worth graph, there's one hero right now that is quite far ahead of the others. Though speaking of that hero, they're trying to gank him up. They will get the chains as well as the flame guard off, and now the battle trance being popped as well, though Armel's still very healthy. Hustler moving in. Abby is there to try and assist, though do they have detection? Apparently they do not, but the sandstorm may be enough, and in fact it is. They will get the kill with the remnant of Alacrity, but now he has no map to get out of there. He's bottling his way up, and that's on cooldown. Treants will scout out Alacrity. There's a song coming out from KP. They don't want to play around any longer. They want to ensure they get this kill, and that is exactly what they do. But Alacrity, I believe, will be very, very satisfied with that, considering he did finally get the TA. It would have been a fair bit of XP and gold going his way on the Ember.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
While Tims is still on the hunt for couriers. This man just hates couriers. He's had enough of them. Just hunt them down one by one. It must have been all those years of support for Tims. He's just loves killing them off. KYXY looking to try and make a play on March, but he gets glimpsed back immediately. Look at that TA now. Armel has got the blink up. Be going straight into that Deso next, so a very standard
Dire's
TA
top
build.
tower is under attack.
Tims. Swipe a banner away
Dire's top
from the
tower
Radiant
is
side.
under attack. Dire's
Looks like RR gonna try and force in that top T1, trying to get something out of these bannerings being taken off them. KP is there to defend, and Drew is going to stick around for now at the very least. Drew actually going to make a bit of a chase now onto KP on that Naga Siren. Can't really lock him down though. KP is delaying this T1 going down just with those illusions by themselves. RR will be there to clear them out though in the end.
Radiant's middle tower
It's
is
Ramp
under attack.
doing a fair bit of damage over to Hustler and Nuts. Both teams are quite satisfied with just trying to push in towers for now. They're not really interested in fighting too much yet. T1 tower should finally go down. Drew will go ahead and clear that up, and now they're going to have a look for KP in the tree line. So KP has already looped around and is making a run for it. Pull the creep wave along with him. Here comes Nuts. Does he have Song? He does, but he won't proc quite yet. KP just still walking away. Surely they just stun him up, and they do. Now the songs come out. KP, how do you get yourself out of this one? Well, you just TP. That's all that's required of the Naga Siren. He does waste the time of 3 different heroes. Still though, RR, they do get the T1 tower, so I'm sure they're very satisfied nonetheless. Now they kind of set their sights on that T1 mid.
Warriors of the wood.
Hustler. He's there to defend that bot T1.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Ends up finding the Sand King down at the bot lane, so Hustler does go down. It looks like TNT are going to start setting up for that bot T1 tower. They do end up taking it out fairly easily. The thing is though, are doing the exact same thing up at the top T1, or excuse me, top tier 2. There will be a defense coming out from TNC, though. They're not going to allow this to go down. March trying to get a glimpse off and does find it with the sack and the kinetic field. The hold in that troll warlord, but where's the follow-up? Here comes Armel. That's the follow-up they needed. They'll heal up Drew, but it may not be enough. In fact, for now it is. He does also have the battle trance that he hasn't popped yet. He's still just going to keep making a run for it. He's going to go for a TP play, but Armel, he will have the damage. Now Nuts just trying to get out before Gabby finds him. Alacrity's there as well.
Dire's middle tower,
but it looks like that will be the end of that. Do end up defending that tier 2 top. Do end up finding the troll kill. Now perhaps they may rotate onto the Alacrity. Armel is going to be there. Doesn't quite get the meld strike though. Alacrity will just manage to remnant out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Outpost to be taken prior to that 15-minute mark, but Hustler down the bot lane does get a double burrow strike off. Although the dust will be there, and they do punish the Sand King for this, and they're going to get the outpost anyway. That is at least one for each side before that 15-minute mark hits.
The seeds of fortune.
Armel just going to focus on pushing down this bot wave. The rest of RR just trying to keep up in terms of farm.
Dire's middle tower is
Because they are 2k behind on the side of the Radiant.
Tower is under attack.
But they will be sanking their defense. So Armel will back off back towards the jungle.
Top tower is under attack.
Vampire Fangs now coming out as well for the Drow. Gabby going to be a bit happy about that.
Behold, a subtle
An Essence
bird.
Ring now as well. RR to make a play throughout that mid lane. March is a very easy target to go for, and it looks like that's exactly what they're planning to do. Out Remnant in as well, and March trying to run out of there, and in fact he does do so. Never mind though, Alacrity had the Slight Abyss, but Gabby's there with the Gust. Still no follow-up onto the Ember. It was a 1-for-1 trade on the supports regardless. They did find Nuts, and now a nice song coming out. Disruptor will buy back. March immediately TPs back in for the kinetic field onto 2. Alacrity tries to run it out, but doesn't quite get there. Now the 3-man Gust. Do they have the damage out? Drew is so darn low, but look at Alacrity. He just keeps moving forward onto March, looking for that dive on the Disruptor, and it looks like March almost goes out and does. The right fist will be enough, but now KP will be targeted. They found Gabby as well. KP trying to run. Epicenter won't really reach him either. But still a 2-for-0 trade for the side of Reality Rift and a dieback for that matter.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And this Radiant side just doesn't seem to slow down. T1 mid goes down as well. And you would have thought that TNC would have been able to take that fight, but it just seemed like the side of RR was just so much tankier. Now straight into that Roshan pit it is. They are going to try and contest this TNC. KP doesn't have Song available though. Burrow Strike will be there on Armel. They want to burst down this TA, and there's the jewel coming out. Perfect from KYXY. They'll get the victory. KP just wants to get the hell out of there. Alacrity though is there with the chains, and KP is slowly but surely falling. They won't pursue as the buyback was there from the TA. And for now, RR do back off. Roshan about half HP. He will smoke up though. They're ready for another team fight already. KP is moved into the Roshan pit because the double chains there from Alacrity. Straight onto Mars, they found the strain off the bat. And Mass Gust is there by Gabby, but it does nothing. Hustler for another target to Burrow Strike though. Here comes KP. It's there straight onto that Sankey, but he does Burrow Strike KP up. Still Hustler falling low, but not low enough. Tims, he'll be the one to go down on the Nature's Prophet. Now they jump straight onto Armel and try to find that dieback on the TA. The jewel is there from KYXY and they will find the dieback. KP now trying to get the hell out of there, but Nuts swaps back. At least the Drow Ranger Gabby getting caught out with the Burrow Strike from Hustler. He's going to go down as well.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh no, TNC are falling apart right now. Drew will end up finding KP on the Naga. It's going to be another 3-for-0 trade.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mind you, there was a buyback on Hustler to be fair, but it's a 12-8 2k net worth lead for RR, and they're going to find the Roshan to boot.
Roshan has fallen into the Radiant.
And it just seems like this Radiant side, they've gotten into their groove now. The momentum's certainly their way, and
Dire structures are fortified.
TNC, it's a bit of a struggle for them right now. They can still come back into this game. They have the Naga, they have the Drow. Even Tim's on the Nature's Prophet can transition to a core quite well, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
RR can keep this up. This could be another victory for them. Tims does spread out KYXY. He'll just go ahead and steal the outpost once again. Does get it just in the nick of time as well. Alacrity does manage to take that banner and but may pay for it with his life. It's been silenced up. Remnant will be there, and now the song though will come out from KP. They have Tims to surround. Has one Remnant charge available. March though will static storm him up, and well, the silence almost pushes him out of the kinetic field. Still though, nice kill onto the Ember.
The seeds of fortune.
It was very, very important they punished him for taking that bounty. They need every kill they can get right now, TNC. See some clumsy nets coming out for either side.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
T1 going down mid lane. Nuts will end up denying it off.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So a 12-9, 2k net worth lead remaining for RR.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
T2 tower, not going to be long for this well. TNC not looking to defend this whatsoever.
Dire's middle
We'll go ahead and take it. Meanwhile, bot lane, however, they found Alacrity once again. It's a fantastic pickup for TNC. Just shutting down this Ember over and over again. And now they immediately just TP their way out. Apart from March, who's been left behind on the Disruptor, he doesn't go for the TP play, and it looks like he may pay for it, although he waited out the Burrow Strike, but there's the jewel coming from KYXY. It's going to be more damage going this Legion Commander's way. It just seems that TNC are going to continue to waste the time of RR. Never allow them to feel comfortable across the map. Just continue forcing them to defend these waves that they're pushing in.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And with the Naga Siren, you can pretty much do
Radiant's
this
middle tower is under
constantly.
attack.
There's just no end to it.
Dire's bottom tower has
Still though, Drew will find the bot T1. Looks like TNC though are setting up for the top tier 2 tower. They even try to make a play onto Drew, but it looks like TNC aren't feeling as confident. They will back off. Back towards their own jungle. There is more farm to be had. see March on the Disruptor just going straight into the Aghanim Scepter rush. Understanding he's the main form of control for the team, and that Static Storm is so darn important throughout those team fights. So having them just stop anyone from using a BKB is even better. In fact, they will find Gabby though on the Drow. Gabby cops the epicenter, will not survive. And KP, he used the song, but it was just a little bit too late. And with that now, RR may be feeling confident enough to go after that top tier 2 tower. They know the song's not there. And that is exactly what they'll do.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
A tool to teach.
Goes straight up to the tier 3 now. He's just feeling so darn confident.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So he's going to be slightly careful. He doesn't have anything like a BKB or a Satanic up yet, but he does have an Eye of Skadi.
Is under attack.
TNC. Farm's just not there on the cause. Armel has done pretty well in terms of farm. He's second in net worth, but it just doesn't seem to transition to many kills on this TA. Perhaps with that BKB, things may be a little bit different. Of course, he still does have the 10-second charge.
A gift from the goddess.
But RR, they've smoked up, looking for a target. Looks like they won't really find anybody, but they do secure quite a few bounty runes for themselves.
This
TNC getting set up to try and go after Drew, but he does have plenty of help behind him. KP throw out the ensnare. They do throw out the kinetic field up against Drew. May not mean anything as he continues to move forward. He has basically his whole team there. Tim's just in the back lines. Just gonna get started on the bot team too. No need to stop. In fact, Burrow Strike will be there to hustle to get started on March. They got the jewel off as well. Is March going to get any help? He'll get a song from KP. Still the Sandstorm doing damage throughout this song, but March will eventually be able to walk his way out of that one. They lost it now regardless. TNC now have no outer towers left standing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
More couriers to die. Tim, he's just on a mission once again, just not allowing any couriers to go out.
Radiant's top tower is under
Armel,
attack.
meanwhile, just keeping those waves pushed in towards the Reality Rift end. But Alacrity is here to defend that top lane. RR will just maintain their position down at the bot lane. They may try to make a play on Alacrity, and they do, but an immediate remnant away. There's just no lockdown for December. Not without March there. KP doesn't have song available. He'll go in with the dust, but immediate Burrow Strike is there from Hustler. Now they'll run up the hill. Tims will follow. They're trying after the Sand King, but they haven't got the greatest lockdown. Now a swap from Nuts will allow him to get out of the kinetic field. And Nuts will just be the one to go down. Pretty sure that's not the kill TNC wanted, but they'll have to take what they get. Alright, we'll just back off the safety.
Spread thrice.
They do have the option for the Roshan, which is up and available right now. Of course, TNC won't be allowing it to go down that easily, but if they wanted to force a team fight, that's the place to do it. Gabby. Seems like half his items just from the jungle. Trying to pick up that that ethereal blade. Still a while away from it though. RR just continue to stick as a team. They're not split up at any point. Apart from maybe Alacrity, but even this time he's around. Take that northeast or northwest outpost. TNC though, moving their way in. KP does have the song to set up and will just use the ensnare first. Now Drew will run straight after KP, does do a fair bit of damage towards him. They'll just keep Drew kinetic fielded up. He's still very, very healthy though. Doesn't seem very concerned whatsoever. In fact, I believe he has a Satanic coming out. And yeah, no, it was actually a BKB ad coming out. So now perfect timing for the team fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
TNC will not go all the way. It looks like they are just out of there.
The seeds of fortune.
So Drew, gonna start off with the Roshan now. TNC though are in position to contest this Roshan. Of course, you do still have KP's song available. And that multi-shot will scout out Drew farm for just going after that Roshan. They'll smoke up. How do you initiate though if you are on the side of TNC? It's going to be the perfect song into the Static Storm, I believe. It's easier said than done. That Roshan is slowly but surely getting lower. They'll keep eyes on it from the side of TNC, just waiting, but there's the Burrow Strike onto Tims. They jump straight onto that Prophet, but the song comes in. Now the Static Storm onto 2, and Armel lining up, but he won't quite find the double side blades. In fact, Alacrity does manage to get out of there. They will at least find the Venge, and they take down Hustler as well, but they're going to lose KP in the process, and now the side of RR starting to move forward. They want Gabby on that trowel. He's still perfectly safe though, as Drew now going to be forced to back off. Hustler ends up finding Tims on the Prophet. Now Tim's back. They fit on the Troll Waller, but still, he wants to man fight this. He'll take down March for his trouble. Straight after Armel. Epicenter is there as well, and Hustler going after Gabby on the drow. Gabby trying to run, but it looks like he's going nowhere as Alacrity jumps in and finds the chains. They found Gabby. They found Armel on the TA. This looks like a disaster coming out for TNC as Armel is going to go down. And now KB, he just pulled back. He really doesn't want to die like this, but it looks like he may have no choice. In fact, no, he will blink out of there, but Roshan is going to be given away to the side of RR. There's just nothing TNC can do about it. It's a 3v5 situation without those buybacks available.
Regeneration.
Drew will go ahead and clean it up by himself. Looks like Alacrity will go ahead and pick up the cheese. You look to that mid lane, PYXY, he has not allowed the lane to push out. He's just pushing in the T3 tower by himself, getting it set up for his team. The rest of RR slowly but surely making their way up towards that T3 as well. You'll have Gabby back just in the nick of time, but I don't know if that's going to be quite enough to defend his racks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks.
Be the Raindrak's gone and the melee barracks
Radiant's bottom tower
almost down, but
is under
KP, a very, very nice song. He's grouped 3 together. Do they have the Static Storm? Yeah, they definitely do with the Aghanim Scepter upgrade as well. It's a lot of damage nuts. He'll go down straight away, but can they take down the Troll? Drew just BKB'd up, man fighting Armel, and Armel's gone. He has no buyback. Gabby will be the next target. It's already 2 for 1, and it looks like the GG call has been made by TNC. And ladies and gentlemen, you better get your fidget spinners out. Reality Rift have got